Dishonored is a first-person action game where you play the role of a supernatural assassin.
The game takes place in a steampunk city. It's called Dunwall, and you play a man named Corvo, who is royal protector to the Empress. And at the beginning of the game, you are falsely accused of her murder, and then you spend the rest of the game making things right, clearing your name, going after revenge, however you see it as a player. And the game involves a series of high-profile targets across the city that you can eliminate in a variety of ways.
It's mission-based. You go from missions to mission, and between missions you come back to a home base where you can upgrade your equipment. However, the nature, the moment-to-moment nature of the game is very sandboxy. Like it will really allow you to, tactically approach the situation however you want, and so it's a lot is simulated and relies on simulation to resolve whatever the player does and tries. Also the geometry itself of the level.
Yeah,
so we set it up so that it's there's verticality to explore this place. You can also go through the water or go to the left of the building or the right of the building. So all that combined provides for a very sandboxy experience where really the player, each playthrough is a little different.
All players can employ a short-range teleport that we call Blink. Players can stop time, bullets hang in the air if you do that at the right moment. Players can summon rats, they can possess creatures in the world or characters in the world, and it's not just limited to a few characters. So then people are putting combinations together. They're summoning rats and possessing one of them, and then sneaking around, running under a table, going through a rat hole. They're doing things like jumping off of a 4-story building, a fall that would have killed them, but on the way down they see a guard on patrol and they possess the guard, and it's a corporeal possession, so they go into the guard and then walk past the guard checkpoint where the other guards are. And it's just a wide range of powers. One thing you could say about Dishonored is that you can approach any situation like full-on combat, or you can sneak. You can be behind a pillar and lean out around it, with your body hidden so no one sees you, so that you can see what's in the next room. You can peek through keyholes. There's very much an eavesdropping component to the game, where you listen, you can pick up clues. It changes your goals based on what you've overheard. You can murder everyone in the map, or the characters in the map won't even know you're there. You could go one extreme or the other, or some combination of the two.
Obviously, a lot of players are just going to try the most direct path at first.
Yeah. They want to feel powerful.
Yeah, they want to feel powerful. So they will just try and some of them are going to be like the Thief fans will want to sneak in shadows and see how well we support that. But most people are going to be very direct. And as long as they have fun, then it's a win for us.
Chaos stuff it's kind of a weird directorial call, but we wanted to kind of go in the opposite direction, so we just pushed all of that down. We're
tracking
behind
the scene.
Yeah, we're tracking how many people you've killed, and when you've done a little thing that is considered very destabilizing versus lower chaos, basically. And we branch here and there with the fiction, and we branch the end games. And there are places where there would have been a pocket of survivors in the middle of this plague, but instead there are a pocket of weepers, meaning people that are in late stage infection with blood from the eyes, and they're kind of crazed. But it's a more subtle thing, and we don't think most players are going to pay attention. Because we have all these mobility options like teleportation and climbing and slide and all these other little mobility features. When you combine the range of combat all the way to ghost-like stealth with the mobility in between, and all of the powers that we've got, the very analog AI and the gadgets and powers and upgrades, it feels like you've told your own little path. There's not just one way through a mission, right? It's not a linear path.
Sometimes players will find their own way to do things that we did not know, and so for example we have one power which is Blink, this kind of teleportation, and we have another power which is the double jump. And if you have both, then you can access to places you didn't even know that you could. And at first it's you freak out as from a level design standpoint. Christophe was like, I don't want the players to go there. And then really when you look at it and you let it exist for a while instead of just fixing it, you just realize that it's actually really cool, because not every player is going to do it. The ones that do it are going to feel like they are special because they planted somewhere.
But the first time we saw that, like a guy was on one rooftop looking out over a street and a big courtyard with a watchtower that was like moving around. The watchtower is a very powerful enemy in our game. And the idea here is like you might have to get down to the balcony, go down to the street, cross the street, go up into another building, get on the roof there and head toward the watchtower, down toward the courtyard. And instead, the guy just sprinted off the roof, leapt as far as he could, and in midair blinked the rest of the distance to the other roof on the other side of the courtyard, crossing like 60 meters, and we were just
cool.
like, wow.
Yeah,
you know?
well done. You know,
Yeah.
it's awesome.